caller. Are you on?
Hello?
2786? Yep.
Oh, you're a troll.
Hello?
Yo.
No, hello. My name is Edwin. How are you doing?
What's up, man? What's your question?
Hi, buddy. So listen, I am an iOS developer, and I just got started making my app, and I want some advice on getting it started because I have the app created, and I want to know how much money should I spend on the app.
All right, bro. You trolling, man. We're gonna move on to the next caller, right, bro?
You can look
Normally we'd entertain this if you called earlier into the show. That would have been hilarious, but we
Thank you.
gotta
Come again?
yeah, we gotta get to the next person.
Thank you. Come again.
What? Oh, okay, buddy. Thank you for your time. Okay, you guys have a good night. Okay.
All right, man. Peace. Who's up next?
7-Eleven.
Last two.
I knew it was a troll, bro.
Yeah, he was trolling.
And he paid too.
Too high pitch, bro.
4086. 406, man. What up?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I go by Internal Boy. I will say that I'll preface this by saying that I don't I don't believe in the whole terminology between red pill, blue pill, or whatever type shit or whatever. But I will go ahead and say that I disagree with a lot of what you guys talk about. I mean, I don't believe that everything you say is bad, obviously. I mean, but I will say that you guys would call me blue pills, whatever. And I just have a couple of questions that I have for you guys.
Give us your most important one or your most important disagreement. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, no problem. So one of the things that you said is that men don't care about your socioeconomic status, your money, career, and title or whatever. So my question is especially when it comes to when you had Sneeko on the panel or whatever, one of the things that you guys continuously do is you guys complain about oh, women don't have any personalities, they're all in the star signs, they're all out to get you or blah 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 or whatever. Don't you think that you're not to use female terminology a lot or whatever, right? But don't you think you're kind of manifesting, you're kind of creating the women that you complained about when you say that oh, we don't care about your socioeconomic status, your money, your career, title, or whatever. It's you're literally creating the women that you don't like. If you're advocating that we don't care about these things, then women are not gonna search for those things, and so you're creating these boring, no personality women if you don't care about those things. What are your thoughts on that?
You do know that they come on the show already with this mindset, and two, our program does not cover the entire world. So our point of view is limited to its reach. And also these girls that come on the show, that's how they actually act. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So generally speaking, it is true. When they come on the show, that's what they're showing us in studio.
Wait, that they're showing you what?
Their mindset, what they believe in. Astrology, science, all these things is they're showing that stuff here in the studio.
Right, but you again, you're the one picking. Well, Chris, not you, but you're the one picking these women.
Well, you know what's funny, my friend? Doctors, lawyers, dentists, college students, OnlyFans girls, regular girls, they all believe the same shit. Most of them do.
Okay, so you believe that? So you generally think that the women who come in who are doctors, who are lawyers or whatever, do you think that across the show that you guys had, that those girls consistently bring up not so great arguments, or or they say the exact same thing as sex workers?
Yes,
pretty much.
Okay.
Well, here's the other thing too, bro. You're bringing two different things up. On the one end, you're saying women have careers, etc., but then you're saying that we're disincentivizing them to chase those careers because we say we don't care about that stuff. But the two are different things. So, for example, right, girls have careers that make their money because a lot of the time they think that's what men want. But the reality is that most men don't care about a woman's socioeconomic status. Typically, most guys don't. It's an after effect. It's oh, she has a good job. Cool. That's cool. It adds to it. But if she's not attractive enough, if she's annoying, whatever it may be, it's not, the guy's not going to care. And then as far as your other point that we're creating the women that we don't want, I disagree. And the reason for that is because feminism has done that, not us. We're merely just putting a mirror to show you guys what's going on.
So you're saying that feminism is the one telling these women to become like lawyers, doctors, and to have their own stable careers and stuff like that. And you're saying that like men, I don't know why they're doing that, because men don't care about that stuff anyways.
Absolutely. Feminism has lied to women and told them that chasing a career, getting educated, etc., is going to increase their likelihood of finding the man of their dreams, because they falsely tell women that men are attracted to status and resources when they're not. That's not us. We haven't created that. Feminism has created that.
Okay, well, like that's kind of crazy, because like I'm pretty sure. I mean, not me in particular, but you had this point raised to you like several times. Like you say that like men don't care about that. Then why, like statistically or whatever, they tend to like men to statistically don't date down. They date like each other. Like they date people within their circles. Lawyers date lawyers. Doctors date doctors. Fucking McDonald's workers date other McDonald's workers or people who go to McDonald's. Right? Like you say that they don't care about that. Then why does the stats say like otherwise?
No, they don't care about it, and men are willing to date down. That's the point. They're willing to date down, and they're willing to marry down.
Okay, so
but women are not. That's the point.
Another thing. Okay. So another thing, I don't want to take up too much time. I'm not trying to dwell on like one point, right? So another thing I wanted to bring up is that like you say that men will turn you down.
Hold on.
Say what?
We're done, bro. You have one question.
No. Let him go. Let him go, bro. Let him go. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, if you want to run away from the debate, like you can. I know, like that's why I pitched this question to Myron and not Fresh. But like, it's all good.
It's just time, bro. But you're wasting anyway, so it's fine. Okay. You know, well, funny. Anyway, I know that you don't watch the show. That's why I know you have these dumb questions, but it's fine. Go ahead.
I don't watch the show. I'm literally quoting you verbatim. What are you talking about?
If you watch the show, you would know our actual like advice, where it goes and what it means, because these girls on the show every single show, but it's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, the argument, bro, is that we're not creating these women. Feminism did. That's my response to your criticism. Because I mean, we've been around for 3 years. Feminism has been around for like 60 to 70. So it's not us, bro.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
What's your next argument?
Fine. So I got another thing. If you have the time to address another argument,
go ahead. Just make it quick, please.
Okay. So. Yeah, no problem. So you say one of the things that you guys advocate for, one of the things that you guys say a lot is guys are biologically inclined to have a bunch of sex. Is that true?
Men are biologically inclined.
Like you're biologically inclined to have sex with like a bunch of women as you can, right?
Yes, men are designed to spread their seed.
Okay, so another thing that you guys said was that when it comes to like mate selection, pair bonding and stuff like that, right? What did women's best best option would be to avoid these types of men, like to the best of their degree, because this man wouldn't be able to procure a shit ton of resources for like his 10 kids and his 10 girls that he's like been slept with. Wouldn't the woman want to search for that one guy who's going to provide the majority amount of resources for her?
That's a fantastic observation. But the problem is that you're looking at it through a rational lens, like a male. Women aren't rational when it comes to their mate selection. They make emotional decisions. That's why arranged marriages have been a thing for centuries. Because if you leave a woman to make her own decisions when it comes to mating, a lot of times they're going to pick the bad boy, the guy that has other women, pre-selection. They're looking for more arousing features, especially when they're at their peak in their 18 to 20s. It's not typically until women get older that they mature and realize, oh, shit, I need to find a guy that has more of the provisioning standpoint versus the guy that just turns me on from a bad boy standpoint. So, yes, what you said is 100% correct, but you're looking at it from a rational, logical lens as a male. But women don't mate select that way. Women go off of guys that make them feel good, not guys that are good.
Okay, but that's kind of wild though, because like how many and like this is, I'm pretty sure you've even seen this or whatever. You even talked about this too or whatever, right? You even said before that like a lot of these big time players, a lot of these 1%ers, a lot of these entertainers, a lot of these rappers or whatever, they make like a shit ton of mistakes. A lot of them are actually out here stimping and losers or whatever. How many times have you seen like you don't even have to look at stats. You can even speak from an anecdotal sense, right? How many times have you seen like these, how you say it, like air quotes, high value men or whatever, go out and like get a shit ton of like hot girls pregnant. They have sex with like this really hot girl, accidentally got her pregnant. Now they have to like either pay child support or pay for this kid that they have or whatever, or tell her to get an abortion or whatever, right? You really think that like men are out here always logical, always rational, sleeping with like the most like rational chicks or whatever? Like they're not like picking like sluts or whores or like, or sluts or whores or like girls who go to clubs or anything like that. They're just sleeping. They're just spraying their seeds, especially if you say that they're biologically inclined to just have sex and not think about it.
Okay, so on one end, you're talking about what women should pick optimally from a rational sense. Now you're talking about men. You're all over the place here, bro. What's your argument?
Well, no, I'm saying that because you're claiming that the women are the only ones being like they're operating of like what makes them feel good. You're acting like men don't.
Yeah, but not to the same degree as women, because women have the thing is that women literally let their emotions dictate the man that they pick. Men go off of like, okay, she's hot, right? I'm gonna do it. But with women, it's like based off of how they feel.
Okay,
I mean men.
Right.
I mean men feel as well, but it's not the same. We don't take the same biological risks that women do when we have sex.
Okay, wait. That's you say that, but then you say men are looking at, okay, she's hot, and women are looking at, you said this before, women are looking at, oh, he's 6 feet tall, does he have resources, what's his status, what's his power, or whatever, because this is the best, this is what's going to live the best life for her and for her kid, while as men are just thinking, oh, she's hot. So who's the more rational person there?
Dude. You're like all over the place. Like you're really all over the place.
I got one more thing to address. And I want to go, right? I got one more thing to address, right? So it's the body count, right? Women having high body counts. I know you're constantly advocating that these chicks are not you don't want to fuck with these chicks. Women are high body count. They're just for recreational use only.
Here, look, bro. What is your argument? Right? What is your argument? You bring up points, I answer it, and then you just bring up something else that has nothing to do with the prior thing that we spoke about.
I already told you I have like 3 points to get to, and obviously, like when I brought up that last point, your response is just bruh. Like I don't obviously like we can move on to something else if you don't have an argument for it.
What are you arguing is my question.
Okay, so yeah, I'll get to the third thing, right? So you can explain this, of course, like you can. Obviously, you've heard this 1,000 times, right? Can you please explain to me why you having a problem with a woman having a high body count, right? Just clear explanation. How is this has nothing to do with your own personal insecurities?
How a girl having a high notch count doesn't deal with my insecurities?
Yeah, because you said that like, oh, I mean, like I'm pretty sure you heard repeatedly, I prefer not my woman having a high body count. I don't want a woman with a high body count, whatever, right? And women, obviously, you've heard a bunch like, oh, that just sounds like insecurity. You're insecure, blah blah blah. What's your defense for that?
It's a rationally sounded and logical decision to not want to take a woman seriously that has a high body count, because when a girl has a high body count, that tells a lot about her indiscretion, inability to be responsible, putting herself at risk. You got to remember that women are the ones that take the biological risk when they deal with men. So if they deal with a bunch of dudes, that tells you that they are fairly risk tolerant, which is not what you want with a female. Because if that's a girl that you're going to give resources to, a child to, etc., that's going to fuck up your ability to ensure paternity. I mean, there's a reason why men are naturally inclined and have a natural revulsion for women that are promiscuous. The reason why is because it's a safety mechanism. Just like when a guy starts crying in front of a girl, or he's a puss, or he's soft, or he's not physically built, or he's short, etc. These are defense mechanisms for women. Like, this guy's not adequate mate because he can't fend off predators and the wilderness from me. So I need to align myself with a strong male that has excess resource that can take care of me. For men, it's okay. If I see a girl that's a whore, I'm naturally repulsed by this. Why? Because I'm not going to be able to ensure paternity. The genders have different, each gender has their own makeshift defense mechanisms to deal with the other's inadequacies. Right. So for women, it's promiscuity. For men, it's an inability to create security.
Okay. So
it's instinct, bro.
And the thing you said was like, you're not able to ensure fertility, like for them to have a child, right? The child's yours, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's okay. It's kind of wild, right? Because if you have like a woman, let's say she has like a 10 body. Say what?
I mean, bro, that's a checkmate. Like that's a you can't argue that, because that is literally biologically hardwired in the genders. Like, men since the beginning of time have had an issue with promiscuous women. Women since the beginning of time have had an issue with men that can't provide excess resources and aren't strong. It's literally ingrained in our DNA.
Cool. they can have that for the beginning of time, but you're obviously aware of these fallacies or whatever. Just because something is traditional doesn't make it like right or wrong or whatever. You guys could still be wrong. Like it doesn't like matter. Like you could have these biological tendencies or whatever, but we're not cavemen beings who just resort back to our biological nature.
Do.
We're not
yes, we do.
Like,
and I'll tell you why. Hold on. Stop. Yes, we do. Because even though, think about it, even though we live in a first world country, technology, all these modern conventions are here, but women still want a man that makes 56% more money than them. They still want a man that's above 6 feet tall. They still want a man that's in shape. They still want a man that's confident. They still want a man that's ambitious. Why do they still look for all these security features in a mate, even though they're the most protected and safe that they've ever been? Because it's biologically hardwired in us to look for these things, regardless of outside circumstances. For example, birth control is a thing. You can ensure paternity in 2023, but why do men still get repulsed by whores? Because it's built in us. You understand? Just because, like, bro, the software doesn't change just because, times have changed. The software is going to stay ingrained in human beings. We naturally have these things that are in us since the beginning of time. We've been programmed for thousands of years to be this way. Modern conveniences don't change, and this is a problem. This is a problem that liberals have a lot of times. Like I could tell by the way that you're speaking and the arguments that you're making. You're making a lot of lefty/liberal arguments.
But it's fine that you put that on me. It's okay.
Well, no, because the thing is that you're not acknowledging.
I just recognize like bad arguments, but it's fine. It's whatever. You continue. Like if you want to put liberalism on me, that's fine. But like it's crazy how you like put like a label on me that I never even claimed. I just recognize
you don't
bad
have
arguments.
to claim it. You don't have to claim it, bro.
Some of the things that you said.
You don't have to claim it. But what I'm saying is that you're making arguments saying, oh, well, times have changed. Okay, times have changed, but why do women still look for a man who's superior in every way?
I never said that. I just said that we're not cavemen beings who resort to our
by definition means that times have changed.
You said that women are rational, but you said that they're rational enough to select the best male that's going to lead them to a good life and going to lead to their kid to a good life and going to make strong genetics for their kid versus the guy who just wants to fuck just to fuck. How is that a rational thing? Like, how is that the logical male?
What?
Yeah, you just said that women aren't rational.
All right, so going back. So
it's fine,
again, what's your argument? Because I like I said before, I just checkmated you on the biology thing, and then you're making an argument that we're not cavemen anymore. What I'm saying is that we still have a hindbrain.
Debate, but I haven't even responded to it because you just said it was a checkmate. But like it's fine, it's whatever. But I appreciate your time. It's fine. Thank you for your time.
I mean, bro, refute what I said about the biology. Go ahead.
Okay, I already refuted that. You're just appealing to nature. Like you could just say it's like it's nature, like it's within our nature or whatever. That's fine. Yeah. But then you also gave the normative reason, like, oh, we don't know if it's our kid or whatever. What if you fuck her and then like 9 months later, like you don't know if it's your child? If she had like a 10 body count, she's not pregnant. Like obviously, if you had sex with her 9 months later, it's probably gonna be your child. Plus, DNA tests exist. There's the technology to tell you if it's your child or not. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm saying that DNA did not exist before, which is why men are hardwired to not be attracted to promiscuous women because it did not exist before. We have it now. It's a modern convention, but that does not change the way that we're wired. Just like we have the modern conveniences of police, military to protect women, but women still want to be with a man that's stronger than them.
Okay. Well, I mean,
modern conveniences.
I don't want to take it too much time.
Modern conveniences do not overrule biological hardwiring. You're trying to make the argument that modern conveniences should overrule biological hardwiring, and I'm literally telling you it does not. Hence, why men and women have the attraction triggers that they do, because it's ingrained in us, regardless of the modern conventions we enjoy now.
All right,
caller. Good job, caller. Go play Diablo 4. It's out right now.
I mean, I could do this all day, but it's just this is why, like,
I just know he doesn't watch the show and goes away, and so I was like, bro, waste.
Nah, it's fine. You gotta when people like that come on, you literally have to beat them over the head with logic and let them realize, like, that because he made a bunch of arguments that libs would make. Oh, but times have changed. We're not cavemen.